Hey baddies, welcome to another Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. Today I'm doing an oracle of the day. We're going to see what's up, what's going on, what's the tea. I'm going to be using a new little deck I've gotten. This is or received. This was one that was on my Amazon wish list. And Katie M was so gracious to send this to me, and I'm super excited to use it. This is Demon of the Day, and it's using the Goetic Tarot. So I'm really excited to use this little deck here. So if this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's really good to have you. I hope you're doing well. If you are a returning subscriber, hey guys, what's up? How are you? It's always good to connect with your energy, and I truly appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to spend a moment with me. Now, as you probably can tell, your auntie is very, very green this morning. I'm filming this earlier in the day than I normally do. Well, actually, it's later in the day, isn't it? It is later. I was supposed to film it earlier, okay, but I got caught up in something, so it's a little later. Anyway, time slips when you're green, you know what I'm saying? I use green medicine to help deal with my autoimmune disease, and sometimes in my videos it makes me weird. I slur my words. I get awkward like I just did. So that's what's going on if you're wondering, okay? Let's see what came out. Oh, Grimory, which is Gamori. I work with Gamori, Duchess Gamori. This is the name and title that she prefers. And she is... in some practices, she is considered like the twin or twin flame even of King Paimon or King Paimon. She's very powerful. In some practices, she's known as a powerful witch or sorcerer. Indeed, she can help you with your witchcraft. She can help you learn witchcraft. She's also a very powerful enchantress. She can help a lot with love, all matters in love. Let's read the card here. We have the treasure hidden in a woman's heart yields love, affection, and companionship. Be successful in seeking it out. Oh. Now, as I connect with this card and with Gamori, this is her sigil, okay. You know, I'm feeling a couple of things here. I'm going to put the card right here by Paimon. I'm feeling a couple of things with this. I feel like there's some self-love going on here, self-love issues. Perhaps there's some issues in your love life as well, but let's get some more energy. I'm going to pull from this deck here. Tell me more about this message of the day, about love, Gamori. Tell me more, Gamori. This one, we have the Seven of Wands here, and there's a grave in this deck, and 1 foot out of the grave kind of energy. Tell me more about the Seven of Wands. Why is the Seven of Wands here? I'm hearing like resurrection. Oh, this one popped out. The Tower. And it came out. It flopped out upside down. So we're going to take it. Resurrection after the storm. Ooh. Ooh, I'm feeling that shit. I'm feeling it. You guys have really been through it, haven't you? I feel it. I feel it coming like up through the back of my heart chakra. Like, have you guys had back problems or issues with your heart chakra? Anxiety. I'm hearing anxiety. Overwhelm. I was overwhelmed by this. These cards kind of popped out, so let's just get into it. I'm hearing overwhelm. I was overwhelmed by it. It took me down. It took me down into the grave. Into the grave. Tell me more. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands here. It took me down into the grave. It was overwhelming. And I sort of want to cry. Like, for real. Like, I sort of want to, like, not give up. But, like, there is an element here of hopelessness. But this is from someone who is, you know, a fighter. So it's not like giving up. It's just like, I really don't know how I'm going to get out of the grave. I'm going to take this card in the middle. Tell me more. We have the Three of Pentacles here. This has been a major work that you've been doing. A major work. And I feel guides. I feel these zombies as your guides. I got to tell you, I feel like your guides may have been really silent or not as active with you. It's almost like a lot of you felt alone in your suffering. Perhaps people weren't there. They weren't really present, okay, while you were going through this. We have the Four of Swords. The Three of Swords? Four of Swords. Yeah, I was like, reading the numbers, I was like, no, that's the Three of Swords. That's the Four of Swords. So I feel like you're moving into a time of recovery. And I'm being pulled back to the Grimoire card, or the Gamori. I call her Gamori. So, and I feel like, you know, there's recovery. And now with the Eight of Wands, I'm feeling recovery coming in quickly. And the recovery is a work, okay? A major work. We have the the Eight of Pentacles here. Okay, and this is really a work of self-mastery that you have been doing. Okay, it's a major work. It's not like this is something that is going to change your paradigm, your life in a major way. And I feel like what you've been through has really opened up your heart chakra. And I don't want to use the word made, but it's coming, like made you learn to love yourself more. In the silence of everyone around you, in the void. Some of you guys have experienced the void, or isolation, or the sense of like not getting help. There's no intercession for you. And no matter how you advocated for yourself, nobody was really there for you. And it feels brutal. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It feels brutal, but I feel the recovery. Okay. The Knight of Wands and Judgment here. Okay. So here we go. Okay. So I feel like the recovery is coming. All right. But we have Judgment, and Judgment is just like it sounds. It's judgment. Okay. It's karmic. There's some karma here. And it really, how that spins can go either way, right? Let's get more. We have the Knight of Wands here, which is fast moving, quick moving, and we have the Eight of Wands here. All right, so let's move these cards, because I feel like this is energy you are moving out of, okay? You're moving out of the Tower. The Tower has already happened. You're getting out of the grave. You're recovering. You're recovering from this. Some of you guys may still be in that coming out of the grave, and that's okay. Take your time. Do what you need to do, okay? Because the recovery, it feels like it's coming quick for some of you if you're not in it yet. And I still feel the overwhelm with the Eight of Wands here. I still feel the overwhelm with the Knight of Wands, okay? And for some reason with this card, with this guy right here, I feel like I see you. I see you. So it's like you're being seen, you're being noticed. And it could be these guides waking up, or people around you starting to wake up. It's almost like for some of you, the universe put people to sleep. Like I'm hearing like you were awake in a sleeping world or a sleeping environment. You were awake to your own pain and suffering, and others were silent to it. Oh, I'm getting chills. Okay, let's get this card. And, you know, we want all these. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and that one's, okay, so we have Temperance here. We have the High Priestess. We have the Ace of Swords, and we have Justice. Okay, so you guys, this is really good, you know. We have the Divine here pouring out to you your justice, okay? And it feels really good. It feels like it's coming in quickly, okay? And again, I feel the overwhelm. But it doesn't feel bad. It feels new, okay? It's a breakthrough with the Ace of Swords. And see, there's a crown on it. That's your crown, okay? Your crown is coming. A lot of you guys also may be getting a crown chakra activation. Your crown is coming through this justice. Some of you guys may have casted a justice spell. But your justice is coming. And it's being poured out to you. Because you were willing to see the truth of yourself during this very difficult time. Very difficult. It was extremely painful. And here's the thing. You have a crown and you're in a throne. You're in a throne here. The High Priestess, seeing the truth of self. And I feel like the crown is gained because you've been willing to look in the mirror and do the work. You had to do the work. It's almost like you don't understand. It was do the work or continue suffering. It's like I was given no other choice. But I don't think you understand that a lot of people would have given up. Okay? A lot of people in your situation would have given up, and you did not. And because of that, you're getting your crown and you're getting your throne here. Okay? And it's the justice of the universe being poured out to you. Now, I feel like the hope that was lost is returning. The hope and the faith. And that really is going to help kind of fuel this state of like mastery, of knowing, okay? And this could affect your work or your craft, your money. It manifests in some way where it affects your material world. I feel like the people who were asleep to you are going to wake up. I feel like a lot of you guys literally felt like you were in zombie world or a simulation. And I have that feeling sometimes. Like I'm surrounded by NPCs. I'm surrounded by people, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but I just, like, people aren't listening to me. Like, people, like, am I talking to someone who is actively awake? I will tell you, for those of you guys who kind of vibe with the timeline thing, I feel like you may have jumped a timeline here. There may be some timeline adjustments here, and I know that's kind of a higher kind of, some of you guys don't vibe with that kind of stuff, but it feels like you went from like this suffering and this hopelessness, and I feel like on another timeline, you know, you kind of stayed there. You stayed there and were stagnant, and you made some kind of shift within yourself. And I feel like this was deep, deep work. Some of you guys, well, my throat chakra keeps trying to close up. Let me get a drink. Some of you guys, you know, you had to speak the truth. You had to speak your truth. Maybe to yourself, perhaps to other people. But there's some kind of action that you had to take that switched your timeline, your perspective, your paradigm. And it feels like you grounded this. And because you did this, it's like the universe, angels, whatever, God forms, whatever you work with, your team was able to start pouring out like a new ray of sunshine, like a new hope, a new faith. We have the Phoenix, 31. Summon your flesh rises from the ashes into the expansive flame of your soul. Because you're a phoenix. And that's what's going on here. You're rising, okay? What you've been through, this hardship, this was all for a phoenixing experience for you, okay? You decided to not allow the tower moment to destroy you. And on another timeline, it did. And you jumped it when you decided, oh no, Duchess Gamori says, you chose love of self. And it wasn't like, oh, I love myself. It was more like, no, I am gonna survive. No, this time I choose differently. I almost want to cry because I feel this so intensely. I am going to fight with everything I have left. And some of you didn't have much, but you know what? Honey, it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. It takes just a grain of hope, a grain of faith in yourself. I've told people this. Listen, I was bedbound for like 6 years with lupus, okay? And those little baby steps, like when I first got out of bed, I will tell you those were the most powerful steps. Because no one thought I could do it. But I did. And I kept doing it. So I understand the power that it takes to like get out of the grave. Because they got one foot in the grave. And this is getting out, not going in. Okay? This person got out of this grave. They fought to get out of the grave with persistence and determination. You don't know how to quit. It's not in your DNA. You don't know how. You don't know how, okay? And people think like they see the phoenix and they're like, oh, it's so happy and so joyful. Listen, being a phoenix and doing this kind of shit, and phoenixes do this shit over and over a lot of times. Being reduced to ashes is painful as fuck. It's a painful experience because you go into your shadow. You have this tower moment. Something awful happens. And sometimes it's multiple towers. Like for some of you, I'm seeing these black obelisk towers and they're falling like dominoes. And it absolutely rattles you and you feel like you're in a tomb. You feel like you're in a grave. You feel like no one's listening. You feel like you're alone. You feel like everyone around you is an empty shell, a zombie or an NPC. You feel like you're in a simulation. You feel like, you know, am I in the same place? And the truth is, you are in, let's get a high vibe, you're in a transitional timeline where you literally have decided, instead of letting this tower completely destroy me, I have now decided, I'm sort of not decided yet, but I'm definitely not going to like stay there. So everyone's kind of in this weird state around you, right? And you feel kind of isolated. You feel weird. Every day feels weird. And you haven't quite got the baby steps going, but you know you don't want to stay where you are. It's a very weird feeling, okay? That's part of being a phoenix. You have this weird feeling because you're still in the ashes state, but you haven't caught fire yet, like the Knight of Wands here. You haven't caught on fire, okay? And that's the switching of the timelines. That's like the train when they do the lever. That's the lever switch. That's a bad sound effect, but you get what I'm saying, right? And then you switch, and that's when you ignite. You self-immolate. I don't know if I said that right. Anyway, you catch fire. And then you have all this energy. And you break through. And you're this high priestess phoenix. Badass bitch. Don't matter gender. You got your crown. And you begin to rise. You're on fire. You begin to rise. You get clarity. You get vision. And before you know it, you're the fucking phoenix. And you're ready to ascend. But it's all a process. The fire is a process. And it's intense. You catch fire and you get inspiration. You get insight. You get clarity. You get your crown. A lot of times your different chakras catch fire. All of a sudden people around you kind of, it's almost like they all come online. Ba-boom. They all come online. And it's different. Everything's different. Like the insight you feel is different. The way they talk to you may be different. You may find your relationships are different. There is adjustments made. And before you know it, you have your wings. And you're a fiery phoenix. And you have switched your timeline. And you're ready to do the damn shit. right? It's not for everyone. Not everyone can do this. This is, some people may call you a beacon. Some phoenixes are beacons. But yeah, it's big. It's big energy. It's really big energy, and it's something that is a lot of work. Okay? It's a lot of work. And your frequency, it changes the timeline. You know, those people who do this, like, they hook in directly to the frequency of our timeline, our being, our current manifestation, whatever you want to call it. Okay, give me a few more cards here for my viewers today. Give me a few more cards. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. We have nothing haunts us like the things we don't say. You know, my throat chakra, I've been fighting to keep my throat chakra open. That's why there's been so many breaks. I've been breaking to drink water. And I feel like a lot of you guys have a lot of things to say. Some of you guys with this Phoenix are creative. You're meant to be seen, and you're meant to express what you know, the wisdom you've gained from your experience. Some of you guys are meant to express it through art. Some of you guys are meant to express it through products and businesses. But you are on the journey of this expression, okay? And understand it's meant to be expressed, not tied up, okay? Like I kind of fought to do this reading. You may fight to kind of express it, but don't let the fight keep you from doing it. Just do what I did. Turn the camera off, get a drink, and keep going, right? Pause, keep going. Don't let anything stop you from what you feel driven to do, okay? As long as it's, you know, consenting, good, don't hurt nobody, that kind of thing. Okay, give me more cards. Sometimes music is the only medicine the heart and soul need. Now, I will tell you as a Phoenix, music may be vibrationally very comforting. You may have a weird kind of relationship with music. You may understand it on a different level. You may have kind of an interesting aspect in your chart with Neptune, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, but also fire signs here, Leo, also getting Aquarius as well. But I feel like you probably have a interesting experience or understanding of music because it's vibrational, it's frequency, and Phoenixes have a certain frequency. They understand frequency at a different level. Music is frequency. It's alchemy. It's vibrational alchemy, okay? Musicians are kind of magicians. Just being a musician is a kind of alchemy and magic in itself. Okay, this one. We have, you're about to get sweet rewards for your hard work. Listen, there's a payoff to being a Phoenix. Okay, there is. And I feel like you guys, if you're a musician, do your music, express it. You're meant to. Okay, if you're a singer, if you're an entertainer, I'm just putting this out here because I feel like this is really important. You're meant to be seen. You're meant to express, because what we're seeing now is a purging in society as a whole of corrupt people who we call celebrities, okay? We are redefining what a celebrity is. We're redefining what an influencer is. You wouldn't believe all the emails I get for people who want me to, influence you to buy things. And I have like 10,000 subscribers. I don't have that many subscribers. I love you guys. I love my tribe I have here. I love you guys, I'm not going to influence you guys to buy shit. Okay, that's not why I'm here. But I get a lot. So if I get a lot, I can't imagine people who have more subscribers than I, how they get sent things that they get asked to influence people to do. And part of being an influencer now is to know to go with what your heart and soul guides you to do, not what the bank account says. Because that's the age of Aquarius. I'm not going to encourage, I'm checking my mic here. I'm not going to encourage you guys to buy things that I think are garbage. And this really isn't what my channel's about. So I don't know why I get those. I'm not going to influence you guys to buy like toys for kids, you know, and things like that. So we're redefining all that stuff. We're redefining celebrity, influencer. There's a lot of famous people who are famous for no fucking reason. We keep making stupid people famous, and we need to stop that. There's a lot of really seriously talented people who have really wonderful messages to say that need to be famous. Okay? And they need to be famous because we need to hear what they have to say, because it will help the collective grow. That's what a celebrity needs to be, not people who, you know, do nothing. Literally do nothing. A lot of them just create crap, and we ingest crap. Now, it's good to have fun things. We all need fun and catharsis. And some of you guys are creating fun and catharsis, and that is a noble cause. Because really, we used to have all these festivals. Remember, like in the old days, we'd have festivals and these group rituals and celebrations and all these things. And people would have catharsis. They would, you know, have a time where, you know, you could do anything, well, within reason. And there was nobody held it against you kind of thing. We don't have that kind of catharsis now, and we need it. So, you know, if you create fun things, do it. You know, if you're called to create fun, happy, you know, cathartic things or dark cathartic things, do that, because society needs those things. You know, we just don't need vapid. We don't need shallow. We don't need buy my crap because, you know, we need buy my product because it helps you in some way, you know, instead of just like plastic shit that doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? So why I'm telling you this is because people like you who are watching this, what you do matters. You may think, it's not going to matter. In 5 years, you might be surprised where you are. Okay? Because, like I said, all this stuff going on about the corruption of celebrities and famous people going on, that's going to clear a lot of people out, making room for truly talented people who can write really interesting things, who can act in really interesting things. So keep that in mind, all right? Okay, guys, that's what I got today. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical phoenixes and baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.